my football lovers? It's Lolo the Maverick here, and this is my Week 14 picks, part 2. Okay, starting with the 1 o'clock games, okay? We have the Jets and we have the Dolphins. For this game, simply, I'm going to pick the Dolphins. I think that the Jets are a better team overall. They just have too many injuries, and they've been a little bit more shaky. I'm going to take the Dolphins. Now, we know that I was wrong about the Packers and the Lions game. I did say that game was going to come down to a field goal. I was close on my prediction, but I fell short. The Packers ended up losing. It was really disappointing, but yeah, they put up a good fight. It was a great game. That was a Thursday night game. So like I said, I got the Dolphins beating the Jets in this game. That's the first 1 o'clock game. I want to move on to the next one. We have the Falcons taking on the Vikings. This is going to be another great game. I think it's going to be really close, but I'm going to take the Vikings in this one. I do believe it can go either way, but I'm going to take the Vikings specifically at this moment in time. I just think that their defense is playing really well, and you know, I like the way that they fought and came back last week. It was amazing. They came back with not too much time. You know, basically like a quarter left, and they never gave up. So I think that says enough about them. It can go either way, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings in that one. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, we have the Saints and we have the New York Giants. This should be an easy win for the Saints, but they are playing in New York. That is definitely going to be a determining factor. I think both running backs are going to produce. I think both running backs are going to do well. But, you know, at the end of the day, the Saints are a better team overall. The Saints should win this game, so hopefully they do. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Saints to win that one. Moving on to the next game, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, this should be an easy win for the Eagles. You know, they're the better team by far. They're way superior in every category. I don't see why they wouldn't win this game. But, you know, the Eagles have a history of losing the teams that they should beat. Unfortunately, as a fan, I can say that, to be honest. So I just hope that they just stay humble. They don't take them lightly, and I hope that they do what they have to do, and they just run the ball, take care of the football. Just win the game. I don't care if you win by 20. I don't care if you win by 3. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Just win the game. So I'm going to take the Eagles to win that one. Moving on to the next game, we have the Browns at the Steelers. I think this is going to be another pretty close game. But I'm going to take the Steelers to win this time. Last time, Russell Wilson didn't do too well. He didn't even touch 200 yards. It was disappointing for the Steelers, but I think this time around they're playing really well recently. They're locked in. They're hot. I mean, it makes perfect logical sense to take the Steelers, but obviously it can go either way. It's a divisional game. I'm going to take the Steelers in this one, though. That's just how I'm feeling. And I don't know why this is not trying to... There we go. I got to click? Really? I can't just tap the down button? All right. So, yeah, that's my pick for that game. I'm going to take the Browns. I'm going to take the Steelers beating the Browns in that 1 o'clock game. Moving on to the next one. Next game, we have the Buccaneers taking on the Raiders in Tampa. I think that this could be a close game, but both teams have pretty bad records. The Raiders significantly more bad than the Buccaneers. But I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this one. This should be a Buccaneers win. I mean, I think everybody in America is taking the Buccaneers to win. But you never know. The Raiders got a really good defense. They never give up. They might put up a fight. Who knows? Buccaneers have been fighting and dealing with injuries. They lost Godwin for the season, so that definitely hurts them a lot offensively. We'll see what happens with that. I think that that's a game that could probably go either way, but it makes logical sense to want to pick the Buccaneers to win that one. I mean, they should win. They're the better team overall. Moving on to the next one, we have the Jaguars taking on the Titans. I think the Titans win this game. I can't even give you a reason why I believe that the Jaguars will win this game. The Titans are not that impressive. I mean, they're 3-9. The Jaguars are 2-10. It's a battle with the bums. So choose your poison. They're both shitty. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to take the Titans. Moving on to the next one. We got the Cardinals and we got the Seahawks. They're playing in Arizona. This is a 4 o'clock game. This is not a 1 o'clock game. Now we're talking about the 4 o'clock games. I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one. I know both teams really haven't been that impressive. It's a 1-game difference between them. The Seahawks are 7-5. The Cardinals are 6-6. Listen, I don't really know. I think this game go either way. I think everybody can pick whoever they want. But I'm going to take the Seahawks in this fashion. I really don't like the Seahawks, and I really don't like the Cardinals. But I think that the Seahawks are still a better team. They got more talent, so I'm going to take them to win this one. I mean, it's a coin toss, literally. Moving on to the next game, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Rams. This is the 4:25 game. The last game was the 4:05 game. This is another 4 o'clock game. This game is going to be great. I think this might be one of the best games of the week. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's going to be one of the best games of the week. Both teams got to win this game. One's fighting for the first seed. The other one fighting to get in a playoff race. Literally. So, yeah, I think that this is another one that the record can be deceiving. Don't think that because the Rams are 6-6 that they can't beat the Bills. They can, but they need everything to go their way. They need everything to go their way. They gotta hope that the Bills drank the night before and all for all this type of weird shit to happen for them to win. Because I don't know if they're gonna win. But I'm gonna take the Bills in this one. Okay, I think this game will go either way, but I like the way the Bills are playing. They're a better team overall. All season they've been cooking. Josh Allen looked damn near unstoppable. I don't think the Rams got an answer for him. I'm taking the Bills. All right. Moving on to the next 4:25 game. We have the Bears taking on the 49ers. This is another one that is a sleeper. Everybody is probably going to go with the Niners because they know it's the Niners. They got that reputation. They're a better team. The Bears have been shaky all year, mediocre all year. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Bears in this one. I have betted on them before, and they have costed me. And, they have been a little bit of a disappointment. But for some reason, they just keep staying in these games with good teams. They keep fighting, and they're not losing by that much. So I just, at some point, they have to get it together. I'm going to go with the Bears in this one. The 49ers are just not convincing me that they're the same team anymore. As of right now, I'm not liking the way that they're playing. But who knows? They might just show us why they're still the 49ers, right? They might just show us why they're still the 49ers. So we'll see. But if they don't, then what? Then what? It's like, okay, y'all, you're the same team, that I thought you were. You're not playing. You're not the 49ers that we were scared of a year ago, okay? Too many injuries. It's not the talent, it's the injuries that are messing them up. So I'm going to take the Bears in that one to pull the upset, okay? Next, we have the Chargers and the Chiefs. Okay, 8:20. This is the primetime game. This is not the 4 o'clock games anymore. This is the only game at nighttime at 8:20, right? So I'm gonna take the Chargers to go to upset against the Chiefs in this game. I know a lot of people are gonna argue with me and go against me. Oh, it's the Chiefs. How could you? Blah blah blah. Listen, I don't think Herbert got really that many weapons for him to be doing what he's doing, and for them to have an 8-4 record, I like their chances. I like the way that Herbert has been conducting himself without all those people that he used to have, all those weapons. And I think that people are sleeping on the Chargers, just like they're sleeping on the Steelers semi, So I'm going to take the Chargers. I think that they're going to pull the upset. The Chiefs are 6 games deep against the Chargers in a row. They have won. They have won 6 games in a row. If they win 7 in a row, that will be one of the longest streaks in NFL history. But I'm thinking that the Chargers are going to snap that. The Chiefs have been a little shaky recently. I'm going to take the Chargers to pull the upset. I was right when I said that the Bills will beat the Chiefs. I'm thinking that the Chargers are going to do the same exact thing. So let's see what happens. And for the last game of Week 14, we have the Bengals taking on the Cowboys. I don't know what happened on my page. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And I think that both teams, obviously at this point in time, probably aren't going to go anywhere. But they're both kind of in the hunt, kind of still trying to make the playoffs, if they even got a chance. I looked at the percentages earlier. I don't really remember what the Bengals and the Cowboys percentages were. But I know that they're still in the hunt and they're still fighting to get into the playoffs, or, whatever you want to call that. But I think the Bengals are going to win this game. I don't think they're going to win by a lot. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. But I think that the Bengals are going to come through with the win. And yeah, that's really all I got to say about that game. I really don't know what else to say. I think Joe Burrow's going to throw for 300 on the Cowboys. Cooper Rush might go for over 200. Who knows? Who cares? The Bengals obviously need this game a lot more than the Cowboys. They've been a way better team overall all year. They've been way more impressive than the Cowboys, even though their record doesn't reflect it. They've been putting up a lot of points and a lot of yards. Their defense is just not it. Their defense is just selling them. It's really sad to see as a football fan, to see the Bengals, put up so many points offensively, put up so many yards, see how Jamar Chase is playing, see how Burrow's playing. And then for them to just fall short, it just sucks, But that's the reality of the situation. And yeah, those are my picks for this week. This is Lolo the Maverick. This is Maverick Mind Sports, and we are